The reason is, we have to escape from our sun. Some new worlds may be difficult to adapt to. Others may be very like our own. But what is it that makes our planet so special? And why is it so dependent on the sun? Here is the sun as it is today, in the center of our solar system. The Earth goes round it about there. There are the other planets. The reason why our planet is the one with life on it is that it is just the right distance from the sun. Closer in, and we'd boil. Further out, and we'd freeze. We live in a kind of safe zone that's perfect for life. The trouble is that zone is moving. The sun is getting hotter, and as it does, the region where life can exist shifts further and further out. Ultimately, the safe zone will leave Earth behind. When it does, we'll be in serious trouble. Our planet will die. This is how it will happen. As the sun burns up its nuclear energy, it will become hotter and hotter. By the time it's 5% hotter, plant life everywhere will be dying. Ten 10% hotter, and animals too will begin to die. 15% hotter, rivers and oceans will evaporate, creating huge cloud banks, trapping more and more heat. In the far future, life on Earth will become impossible. And there's nothing we can do about it. What will happen to us then? We've always had the urge to explore. Our ancestors journeyed into the unknown to discover new lands, and now it's time to do it again. But this time, it's not a voyage between continents. This time, it's a voyage to the stars. As our telescopes get ever more powerful, they have shown us a universe of unimaginable beauty and power. Vast clouds where new stars are born. Strange galaxies. Even tantalizing hints of new worlds. But they've also shown dangers. Disasters so huge they could destroy the Earth in seconds. Space is full of terrors and wonders. But will we ever see them for ourselves?
We have a dog.
It's less than 50 years since we took our first steps out into space. Since then, thousands of rockets carrying hundreds of people have made the 10-minute flight into orbit. Astronaut Story Musgrave is one of a new breed of space adventurers.
When you see a launch from the outside, it's a rather glorious, magnificent thing. Inside, it's the absolute opposite of that. It's 137 decibels. It's shaking. Everything is shaking. You have the solid rocket boosters that are really pounding the vehicle and all, and then you have the turbulence in the atmosphere that adds another shake, rattle, and roll. And so you're basically in a small closet here with belts and straps and helmets and gloves and parachutes, survival gear, and you got all of this that is all over you, and at the same time you're being shook. And it can't help but pass through your mind, you just want the whole stack to hold together. You're along for the ride and you want to survive that. So it's not a joyride for me. It's what I need to go through to get into the incredible serenity and celestial dance of zero gravity.
Hello, Houston. We are inspired. We are ready. Let's go fix this thing.
We are becoming a race of spacefarers. It's a strange and unfamiliar world. But for the privileged few who go there, it is an experience they can never forget.
Spacewalking is much more like a dance than anything else. You choreograph every move. You choreograph every finger, every toe, every body position, and how you're going to do all of that. It's just as precise as a ballet. Going into space, it's opening night at the ballet. During a spacewalk, I love to look at my feet. You see your boots going 18,000 miles an hour, 25,000 feet per second. You see your boots going down the road. If you ever want to play Superman, that's where to do it.
We stand on the edge of space. Our most ambitious project is testament to what we have achieved. The International Space Station, Freedom. But it's surprisingly close to home. It's floating less than 400 kilometers above our heads. The furthest we've traveled into space is this. In 1969, we set foot on the moon.
There's a lot out there to explore, and one day humanity may be lucky enough to do it. Our children or our children's children will reach for the stars. So the next time you look at the night sky, remember that space is stranger and more beautiful than we can begin to imagine.
And above all, remember this. Out there in space is our future.